We're going to walk you through today all the best management practices that are deployed at this particular site to ensure that extractions developments here are done safely, that they create the least amount of convenience we can to the communities in which we operate, and that they are best in class. First thing to note, everybody needs to have the correct personal protective equipment. Sometimes the acronym is PP&E. PP&E is basically hard hat, eye protection, fire retardant clothing, steel-toed boots. That is a requirement to be on any one of our well pads during operations for your individual protective safety. If you're working on an oil and gas site, you're probably twice as safe as you are any other private sector industry. The total recordable incident rate for an oil and gas operation is about 1.6. The aggregate of the remaining of the private sector is about 3.2. For every one of these tank batteries, we have an SPCC plan, which is federally mandated and monitored by the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA. SPC stands for Spill Prevention, Containment, and Countermeasure Plan. On the outside of the safety containment berm, you'll see this silver conduit. That is part of our automation system that allows us to remotely monitor what's going on inside of those tanks and what's going on within this facility 24/7. Behind me is our truck LACT loadout. LACT is an acronym short for Lease Automated Custody Transfer. It's a fancy way for saying this is where we measure both the quantity and quality of the oil coming out of our tanks as it's transferred into our trucks and hauled off for processing. In a typical oil and gas operation, oil is measured by both quality and quantity by somebody getting on top of the tanks, opening the hatches, and then physically taking a sample of the oil and measuring the volume in the tank. Somebody could slip, trip, or fall as they're getting up there. So by having it automatically measured, we've eliminated that potential risk. One of the other safety features is what we call the duck pond. Anywhere there is a physical connection between the LACT and the truck, or a joint in the connection, we put the duck ponds to ensure that any drips or potential spills from that physical connection are totally captured, and so that there is no oil lost on site. Each time a truck driver enters one of our sites, they're required to go through a safety procedure before loading their truck. This includes putting spill containment equipment under the engine of their truck to prevent any possible leaks falling on the soil. This includes getting a fire extinguisher out in the case of an unplanned emergency. This includes grounding their trucks to ensure that there is no sparks. Imagine, if you will, each time you went to the gas station if you were required to go through this safety process. You'd have to get a blanket out, put it underneath your engine to ensure that no fluids were spilled onto the parking lot. You'd have to get a fire extinguisher out of your trunk and place it within arm's reach of where you were filling your car. You'd have to take a cable out and ground your car, all before inserting your credit card to put a gallon of gas in your vehicle. At this location, I want to talk to you about two pieces of our production equipment. Those are the oil and gas separator and the gas buster. These two pieces of equipment are used to separate the oil, gas, and water mixture that comes out of the well. On each piece of this equipment, you'll see a series of blue boxes. Those sensors allow us to know what's going on both inside and outside the equipment. In the event that they were not functioning properly, we have the ability to shut them down both on-site or remote. Here in the DJ Basin along the Front Range, we've continuously improved how we reduce and eliminate the noise that emanates from our sites. Currently, we use 3 different best management practices to reduce that level of noise. The sound berm performs 2 functions. 1, it deflects noise back away from the structures on the other side. 2, it absorbs noise. The sound bales, they simply absorb the low C-scale noise, kind of the bassy noise that can emanate from our operations in the site. The third technique we use is our sound walls. The fabric you see on there is an engineered fabric which both deflects and absorbs A-scale noise. VRUs are an advancement in technology that help us be more efficient in our operations as well as ensure that we reduce the impact that we could have on the environment. Each wellhead is fully automated so that we can measure on a continuous basis pressure, temperature, and volume. This helps us ensure that it is safely and efficiently operating at all times. In the event of an upset condition, our well sites are designed to shut all equipment down until they can be manually inspected and restarted safely. Extraction is a Colorado-based company. That means we work and live along the Front Range with the citizens there. As a result, it's important to us to continuously improve our operations, both in reducing the inconvenience, although temporary in nature, and improve safety.